Good morning and welcome to the next ReeVlog. It's a bit later than it was yesterday today, even though I went to bed a lot earlier and I woke up around the same time. Why? Because I stayed in bed after I woke up because I was overtired last night, which is why I went to bed so early. I think I ended up going to bed at around 8 p.m, which back when I had insomnia wasn't late by any means. I could go to bed at 4 p.m. and still be tired the next day due to how little sleep I would get. But I got a reasonable amount of sleep. I'm definitely in a sleep debt state still, but I think I will be for a very long time. I've just decreased the amount of sleep debt that I'm currently in, which makes me feel a lot better. My neck is being a bit of a pain, but that's expected. And yeah, the only issues that I have with yesterday, it means that I now have to do workout 5 of the 5 that I have to do on my PT course today or tomorrow. And I didn't get any of the MMA training I wanted to do yesterday done, or Kung Fu training for that matter, because I was waiting between 6 and 7 for someone to come and buy some video games, and so I was doing like a warm-up and stuff, and I was tired, and I think that the lack of activity was like my brain saying, you can go to sleep now, and my body was like, oh, sleep, yeah, let's do that, which obviously is a non-ideal situation to be in when you want to be doing motions that, if done wrong, can lead to injury. And I just looked at the time and I was like, well, if I want to do the workout, that's going to be at least an hour. And then I'm going to do the MMA and the Kung Fu. That'll probably be another 2, which take me to 11 at that point. And that is not including if the person shows up, and then I'll go and give them their stuff and all of that. Which is why I asked them to let me know when they left, because if I knew they were on their way, then I wouldn't have gone to bed. Apparently, they arrived very shortly after I went to bed, but I just clocked out like that, which was fair. I don't feel bad about it, because I asked them to let me know when they were leaving, and they didn't. But now I don't think I'm going to be able to sell those games to them, which isn't great. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm currently heating up my breakfast, which is a mixture of peppers and onion and egg, and kale, and rocket, and bay leaf, I think. If bay leaf is actually a thing, I don't know. It's baby leaf. I don't remember. Yeah, it's what I had for tea last night. So as I cooked way more than I needed for tea last night, I'm having it for breakfast as well. That was my bish bash bosh, by the way. But I'm here at my computer so I can fill in yesterday's calories, carbs, proteins, fats, and steps. The steps are going to be very low, because that's the other thing that I would have had to do before bed, but I'm assuming my steps are probably around 4,000, which isn't a lot. I've got to say, last week on Friday my steps were quite low as well, which maybe goes to show that all of the work I do throughout the actual week leads to burnout by the Friday. I had a nap on Thursday, but I also had a late night the night before. I don't know. There's definitely trends that I need to identify going on in my life. But I've also got to weigh myself and measure around my boobies and my belly, or chest and waist, if you want to be serious about it. But checking the diary, that's for next week. This is now. Yeah, so I did that. So I've got to do that today. I didn't do that, but that's on here today anyway. I've got to do that today. Oh, and yeah, I've got to contact the broadband about potentially Well, first of all, I've got to see what I've got as my package, because if it is reasonable, then it will be the one that my mum can have, because I'll just see if I can put it in her name instead. So that's what I'm going to do. And then today I've got to do workout, I've got to do MMA training, I've got to do Kung Fu training, I've got to do work on my business plan, I've got to do soft skills resource research, I've got to move some stuff into my friend's house to make sure that my diagram is accurate, so that way I can start moving in for realsies. And I swear there was something else in here. Yeah, internet. Literally the thing I was just talking about. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and get on with these things, because I want to be productive today, and yeah, I need to drink lots of water because I can feel that I dehydrated over the sleepy times, but I will catch you cats on the flip-flop. Bye.